Well, let's try to get an update in here for Independence Day. The wind's kind of blowing. I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear me or not, but it's been all morning. Well, I guess till about 2 o'clock, I guess, in the garden today. And I mulched, which I don't really call it mulch or not, but it's kind of compost dirt and sawdust all kind of mixed together. I put in around some of my plants. I did the peas here, tried to get in around the watermelon, cantaloupe, and the cucumber and the cantaloupe. Jesus, I'll never keep these names straight. But the watermelon is growing like weeds. I found 4 watermelons on here now. I've had to mark them because by God I can't keep track of them. There's that little guy there. And that guy there. My bucket. There's a little guy right underneath there. And there's one right there. So that's the 4 that I know about. Here's my cantaloupe. Yeah, I keep thinking that this is a cantaloupe growing here. I assume it is. I don't know. I got a couple of those in there. See what happens, I guess, as time goes on. You can see this mulch stuff here, I guess, kind of put down. Just kind of real light and fluffy. And this was the dirt that I took off the garden when this was all sod. I cleaned the sod up, hauled out the garden, and I kind of composted it. So it's got dirt and grass and compost, and I mixed in some sawdust from the workshop. Did around my peppers, all my tomatoes. I don't know, has more peppers here to pick. The Anaheim chilies are doing very nicely. Still got to figure out how to know when to pick these. I suppose maybe Google it, maybe. But those guys are just getting humongous. There's all my zucchini and squash. You can see it all came back. You can see how I just kind of put the mulch in there. I did that to try to hold some of the moisture in the ground so I'm not having to water so darn often all the time. I suppose now the wind's going to pick up now. Man, that pepper's big. The bell peppers are sure nice and big. This guy over here is really nice and big there. Those guys there haven't started putting on yet, but I don't know when they're going to start being. They just got beat up pretty bad with from the hail there the other night. They're going to require a little bit of recovery time. Probably ought to get that away from that pepper there. Nice big yummy looking pepper there. Holy cow. There's some chilies I missed. Didn't even know they were there. Look at those. Holy cow. A whole host of them down there. Hiding. You see them down there? Holy jeez. I didn't even know they were there. Nice. Well, look at that big old weed sticking up there after I weeded. Look at that. See, this is pigweed here. Oh, shit, this grows. God, you almost think I missed this. Another one. A little lamb's quarter needs to come out of there. God, can't believe I missed those big guys. Well, she's after those damn brown thrushes. I think they've got 2 nests. I think they got one right here in the very bottom of this tree. And I know they got one in there. There's chicks in that tree there. So lots of blooms on my snow peas. Tell you what, those thrushes, they sure aren't scared of you, I'll tell you. They ain't afraid to almost land right on your head. So you can see where I trimmed underneath all my tomatoes. Mom hates when I do that, but you got to get the leaves up off the ground. I'll have to do it a couple more times. With the leaves laying on the ground like that, you're just asking for disease. So try to keep the leaves up off the ground there. And oh, can you see them big ass tomatoes on there? Those are, believe it or not, cherry tomatoes, but biggest damn cherry tomatoes I've ever seen. I don't know if I'm doing something right or doing something wrong. And I got all weeded around here today, and got all my beans weeded. I guess I could have run the rototiller in that space over there today. Guess I kind of forgot about that. Potatoes. Talked to the one lady at work. She grows potatoes. She said she planted 50 pounds of potatoes. I think she said she had 3 or 4 plants that came up. Wasn't a good year for potatoes this year. It's too cold. What a reason they didn't come up. I mean, mine took a long time before they started coming up, so I don't know how many potatoes I'm going to get out of them. Okay, well, that's about all I got. You can see the little brown thrush babies in there somewhere. Oh, Mama's probably not going to like me poking around in here, but I see 3 chicks. Well, I see 2 chicks in there, I guess. One of them's asleep, one of them's looking right at us. Yeah, I know, you don't like it. I'll get out of there. Alright, we'll see you guys later. So you remember how far I cut those red twigs back last year? Look how much they've grown this year. I found out I could spray Roundup in there. So I sprayed Roundup in there to kill all the weeds in there. So now I got to get all the grasses out of there and get some mulch in there. They really do good. So, yeah, I know. They took a beating too in the storm. All right, we'll see you.